Good afternoon. My name is Donna Fiesel, and I'm your host of Donna's Edge Talk Show. Thank you so much for watching every day, Monday through Friday from 1 to 3 p.m. Central, as I get to ride home with you in the afternoon. It's always so much fun. I enjoy every day, can hardly wait to spend time with you every single day. You can find us a lot of different ways. You can find us on all the social media sites, including Twitter and Facebook and MeWe, all of those great ones. You can also find us on television, channel 182 on Charter Communications and Abundant Television, which is found on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire. And don't forget the podcast, thenewscasters.com. You can also send an email anytime you'd like, Donna@donnasedge.com, Donna@donnasedge.com. If you have any ideas for shows you'd like for me, just do a little research for you. I'll be glad to do that. I enjoy doing that for you. Well, that's part of my life anyway. So go ahead and send them on. Now, Cheryl sent a message and said she would like for me to go ahead and say something about migraine headaches because she gets these very often. Never knows when they're going to be triggered, and she would just like for me to see if I can find some more info. So let me go ahead and start out by saying, Cheryl, and anybody else who is looking for anything in a medical world, you're having any kind of a medical condition, my best source for the truth in medical news, as much as I can find, is from the mayoclinic.org. That's mayoclinic.org. I really like the information. It's easy to read. And also different reference spots where you can go and find out more information about anything that you're suffering from. So again, that's mayoclinic.org. Mayoclinic.org. Now we're going to talk about migraine headaches because Cheryl does have them. Now, migraine headaches, and to talk about simple steps to head off that pain. But from what I've heard my friends say, and Cheryl's included, is that you never know when the headache is going to happen. It just zing, it just happens. It zings. Now, I've never had one as far as I know. I mean, I've had headaches, and everybody has. But from what I understand and from the research I've done about this, they're just a bit different than a regular headache is. So migraines cause pain as real, and it's just as real as the pain of an injury, except for one difference. So healthy habits and simple remedies sometimes stop migraines before they actually start. So Cheryl, I want to help you and others out there, okay? Medicine is a proven way to both treat and prevent migraines, but medicine is only part of the story. So it's also important to take good care of yourself and to understand how to cope with migraine pain when it strikes. The same lifestyle choices that promote overall good health can also reduce the number of migraines you have and lessen that migraine pain. Okay, so this is what I found. Again, mayoclinic.org. Combining medicine with behavioral measures and lifestyle can often be the most effective way to handle migraines. Find a calm environment. I know with a regular headache, if you can find a calm environment, that also helps. So at the first sign of a migraine, take a break and step away from whatever you're doing, if at all possible. Number one, turn off the lights. Something about those highlights that kind of radiate, and light and sound also can make migraine pains worse. So relax in a dark, quiet room and sleep if you possibly can. Try temperature therapy. And this really does work right here. So what you can do is apply hot or cold compresses to your head or your neck. So ice packs, it's up to the individual. Some people it works better heat, some people cold. So ice packs have a numbing effect, which may even dull that pain. So hot packs and heating pads can relax tense muscles. Warm showers or baths may have a similar effect. Also sip a caffeinated drink. You know, I noticed when I had the flu a few days ago, I just didn't have a taste for coffee at all, which is totally, Phil said he knew I was sick when I didn't have a taste for coffee. It just had a weird taste to it. And so I noticed I started getting some headaches. So I sipped a little coffee, and it kind of got rid of that headache. And it wasn't anything like you guys suffer some from migraines. It was nothing that bad. But it was bad enough to where it was just dull and just like numbing, you know what I mean? So I did drink just a little bit of coffee, and it did take that away. Now, caffeine also may enhance the pain-reducing effects of some drugs like Tylenol and maybe even aspirin. So be careful there. Be careful, however. Drinking too much caffeine can often lead to withdrawal headaches a little bit later on. And having caffeine too late in the day just may interfere with your sleep, which can also affect your migraines. Now, here's the next one. Sleep well. There's a difference between sleeping and sleeping well. So migraines may keep you from falling asleep or wake you up at night. Likewise, migraines are often triggered by a poor night's sleep. So here are some tips to encourage a sound sleep. Okay, so establish regular sleep hours. And what you want to do is wake up and go to bed at the same time every day. Again, we're talking about that word habit. You know, we talked about that in quite a few shows. So even on weekends, you want to go it's the same as you do through the rest of the week. Now, if you nap through the day, make sure you keep that short. Naps longer, listen to this, naps longer than 20 to 30 minutes may interfere with nighttime sleep. Okay, you want to unwind at the end of the day. Unwind. Anything that helps you relax can promote much better sleep. So right now we're just talking about this one thing, and that's called sleep. So listen to soothing music, soak in a warm bath, read a favorite book. You know, just plain old Epsom salts in a bath is something to relax you. I'm going to tell you what, if you are achy with a fever, and even if you have a bad cold or virus or whatever, something about those salt baths, and it really does help. So that I'm adding that in there. If you have any essential oils, maybe your favorite fragrances, that helps as well. Like a few drops of just any kind of, whatever your favorite fragrance is. Now my son swears by cinnamon, spearmint, those kinds of essential oils. And also make sure you're getting the essential oil and not the fragrant oil. Either one will work, but if you are into more of a natural approach at this, you want to use essential. Essential is absolutely natural, okay? Oh, and also from whoever you're buying your essential oils from, make sure they are 100% a natural essential oil, okay? Now, a fragrant oil has dust. It's not all natural, okay? So it's going to have, you know, a few things in it. The fragrance smells good, all your candles and what have you. But there is a huge difference. I'm beginning to use more essential oils in my fragrances as well. So, as a matter of fact, most of the candles I've made here lately have had essential oil. Okay. Oh, and there's nothing better than essential oil using lavender and maybe a little bit of vanilla. It's so good. I mean, it's so relaxing. So that's real good too. Okay. Again, we're talking about unwinding at the day. Okay. Again, that warm bath. Or maybe even read a book. You know, maybe your favorite author has nothing suspenseful, anything that's going to make you stay up at night. But we're talking about helping you to go to sleep. But now watch what you eat and what you drink before bedtime. So intense exercise, those heavy meals, eating that big burger and fries, also caffeine, nicotine, and alcohol can also interfere with your sleep. Now lessen those distractions. So save your bedroom for sleep and intimacy. Don't watch television or take, ooh, I'm talking to myself here. Don't take work materials to bed. Oh, I'm bad to do that. Okay, close your bedroom door. Use a fan to muffle the distracting noises. Don't try so hard to sleep. Oh, have you ever done that? And it's rare because I fall asleep almost as soon as my head hits the pillow. But I have tried to go to sleep before, like during a thunderstorm or something like that, thinking I'll just sleep it off. I won't know what happened. And it's hard to do if you have to make yourself go to sleep. So the harder you try to sleep, the more awake you'll feel. That's true. Like you're a kid. Santa Claus is coming tonight, you know, and so I got to hurry up and sleep, or Santa Claus is not going to come. It's kind of the same deal. Okay, so if you can't fall asleep, read or do another quiet activity until you become drowsy. Okay, now the next one is going to be check your medicine. So medicine that contains caffeine, make sure you read those ingredients there. Or another stimulant, including some medicines treat migraines, may interfere with your sleep. And here's one we're going to talk about for just a few minutes, and that's called Eat Wisely. So your eating habits can influence your migraines. So let's consider these basics right here. Make sure you're consistent. Eat at around the same time of the day. Don't skip meals. So fasting increases the risk of migraines. We don't want that to happen. Keep a food journal. So keeping track of the foods you eat and when you have migraines can help you find potential food triggers, because sometimes you just eat. Like sometimes it's about time to go and get ready for another show or something like that. So I'm just going to grab something like really quick out of it, not even paying attention to what I eat. But that could be something that whatever at that time could be triggering that as well. So, and then if you're like me, you're so busy throughout the day, you're just really not paying attention. This way you'll pay more attention, and then if you get a headache, you're going to think, wait a minute, I'm going to look back and see what I ate that day. What did I eat? And then you'll be able to keep up with it, and it's like, ooh, I probably had 2 candy bars. Maybe that's what happened. So anyway, just keep up with what you eat, keep a food journal. Also, avoid foods that trigger migraines, and let me give you some of those. So if you suspect that a certain food is triggering those migraines, you want to remove it from your diet and see what happens. So these foods may include aged cheese, chocolate, oh, not my chocolate, and caffeine, not my coffee, and alcohol. But again, go ahead and keep a good journal of that. That way you're going to know exactly what happened, okay? And then what you can do is you're not really sure, well, I had 2 Snickers bars that day. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe that, it triggered that migraine headache. And then when you go back and look at that, you think, well, I'll just not. Then, you're more mindful of yourself. And then you'll just say, well, you know what, today I'm not going to eat any chocolate. And let's just see what. And it's worth it, believe me. From what I've heard my friends say, if you get these migraine headaches, it's worth not eating that chocolate. It's just worth it. Okay, folks, let's go ahead and head to a commercial break. We're going to be right back in just a few minutes.
Twin City Used Car Sales has been serving drivers in the Northeast Alabama area for years with a quality selection of late model used cars, SUVs, and pickup trucks. On top of our extensive selection and competitive prices, we offer professional auto financing services for used car buyers of all credit levels. Whether you've just begun your search or you're ready to secure your next vehicle, at Twin City Used Car Sales, you will drive away with the vehicle of your dreams. The sales and finance staff at Twin City Used Car Sales looks forward to serving you, and you can apply for financing online before your visit to our used dealership in Gadsden, Alabama. Check us out on the web at twincityusedcars.com or go by our location at 901 First Avenue, Gadsden, Alabama. We sincerely look forward to serving you. The Hatter Cafe and Country Inn is nestled in the northeast corner of Alabama the Beautiful in the delightful town of Mentone. We're located on top of scenic Lookout Mountain near Little River and DeSoto State Park and located only 5 minutes from shopping and restaurants. There is also a nearby community walking path and golf course. We welcome everyone through the doors, and we are committed to outstanding service for all guests. At the Hatter Cafe and Country Inn, we invite people from all walks of life to come and get away from it all, enjoy the open spaces, treetop views, fresh, clean air, and experience Southern hospitality at its finest. We look forward to hosting you. To reserve a special event, or if you would love a special getaway at the Country Inn, you can call us at 256-634-2018.
Are you ready?
We all wonder what tomorrow will bring, but the future lays itself at the feet of the prepared and surrenders to the will of the persistent. It's not easy, but today shapes you so you can shape tomorrow. With Northeast Alabama Community College, when the future asks if you're ready, you can answer
yes.
Begin your future at Northeast Alabama Community College.
The only place I buy my beef is Lone Tree Ranch in Collinsville, Alabama. Their cattle is born and raised on their ranch, grass and grain-fed, and you can feel confident when you serve your family and friends because their beef is all natural and no antibiotics or hormones are added. You can buy whole beef or perhaps go in with family or friends and buy half. Their customer service is number one as they take care of the delivery to their local processor and can deliver to your home for a small added fee. They also offer herd replacement heifers. I always call Lone Tree Ranch in Collinsville, Alabama for my beef specialty recipes and cookouts, and you can too. Food shortages are increasing, so buy local by calling 256-523-6462. That's 256-523-6462.
Donna's Designs offers a line of handmade memorial, wedding, and keepsake jewelry that launched back in 1970. I'm a self-trained jewelry designer, and I will work closely with you to create unique designs you can love and treasure for years to come. Whether that be flowers that were used in a funeral arrangement or stones you found on the beach at a memorable trip, call me at 256-659-4319, and let's think of the possibilities.
At Lamone's Mexican Restaurant, located in Henniger, Alabama, and voted Best Mexican Restaurant of DeKalb County, Alabama 2020, we're here to serve you with authentic Mexican cuisine. Order easily online by going to lamonsmex.com or call 256-657-3999 to place your order. We're open Sunday through Thursday 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Friday and Saturday 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Whether you're celebrating a cozy date night for two or a celebration for a crowd, at Lamone's you'll love our atmosphere and friendly servers. Thank you for dining with Lamone's Mexican Restaurant.
My Towels solved a problem that we've all had with towels. You go into the stores and they feel lotiony and soft, but then you get them home and they wind dry you. That's why I made My Towels. They actually work, they're soft, and they absorb. And now I'm excited to announce 2 brand new lines of My Towels. What makes them the best towels ever is they're now made with 100% long staple Shapir cotton. This is a combed ring-spun cotton that makes My Towels even softer and more absorbent than ever. And now you get a 6-piece set for an amazing introductory sale price as low as $29.98. So go to MyPillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code to get My Towels for only $29.98. Or you can get my designer premium line for just $20 more. Either way, you save 50% now on all My Towels. They actually work. What a concept. This offer won't last long, so please order now.
MyPillow.com. We're back. My name is Donna, and I am your host of Donna's Edge Talk Show, where truth matters. Thank you so much for watching every day, Monday through Friday, from 1 to 3 p.m. Central. I can ride home with you in the afternoon. I look forward to it every day. You are such an apple in my eye. I'm telling you what, I love it. Send an email if you would like for me to report on something, especially for you. I'll be glad to do it because the show is about you anyway. Send an email to Donna@DonnasEdge.com, Donna@DonnasEdge.com, and I'll be glad to go ahead and do that for you. It's part of the reason I kind of hang around and do this anyway. You can also find us on television, channel 182 on Charter Communications, and Abundant Television, found on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire. Check out the podcast at thenewscasters.com, thenewscasters.com. I wanted to thank our very, very special sponsors also who help us make this show come to you. We definitely appreciate that as well. And also very special thanks to the Chamber of Commerce in Etowah County, located in Gadsden, Alabama, for airing the show every day, Monday through Friday from 1 to 3 p.m. Central. We definitely appreciate that. Thank you so much. Okay, we've been talking about migraine headaches. So Cheryl sent a message and she said, can you just do some research on migraines? They're just unbearable. Problem is, Cheryl said she never knew when they were going to happen. I mean, they could just come just like that. So what can I do to get rid of it? So I'm not going to go through everything again, but in case you just started watching, and just as a general reminder, migraines in simple steps to head off the pain. And this is something else I thought was really interesting. And it's medicine is a proven way to both treat and prevent migraines, but actually medicine is only part of the story. And another thing I thought that was pretty interesting is they were talking about migraines and general pain is just about the same thing, but just a little bit different. So we went on to explain that as well. Okay, also finding a calm environment, forget about the worries of the day. I know it's hard to do, boss fun on you, all this kind of stuff. But try, because when you step home, that's your domain, okay? So leave work at home. Okay, make sure you sleep well, and whatever, you turn that buzz thing going off in your head about what happened at work today, get rid of that. It's not worth it. Sleep well. Okay, and eating wisely. We talked about that. I'm going to go over that just a couple things again, and that's your eating habits influence those migraines. And I really believe this, okay? So be consistent, eat about the same time every single day. Thought that was interesting. And also don't skip meals. Fasting increases the risk of migraines. And I thought this was interesting and a good thing to do, and that's keep a food journal. There are a number of things I keep journals for. One of those is working out in the yard and my gardening and that kind of thing. And it's just a good reference. And it's just mine and nobody else looks at it. So if it's something you want to keep private, you can do that. I don't care. I mean, I'm just thinking later on I pass on, well, then maybe the family will pick up on a few things I did out in the garden. So, but anyway, keeping a journal of anything is always a good idea. So let's just say automatically do it, okay? Deliberately keep a food journal. And this is important, especially for you, Cheryl, because you said you didn't know when you were going to get one. So going ahead and jot down every single thing, even if you went for a snack, you just went, well, that's no big deal, I'm not going to put it in the journal. You need to put that. It could be that one thing that caused you to have a headache. And again, I gave you a reminder. Sometimes throughout the day, I forget to eat because we're recording and we're doing all these different things. And sometimes I'll just go run and grab a candy bar or something. So if I put that down in my journal and I do get a migraine the next day, I'm going to remember that. Gosh, I remember I ate 2 Snickers bars. Maybe that's why I got the migraine headache. So then what you can do is the next time, just don't eat a candy bar. Don't eat a Snickers bar, any kind of chocolate or anything like that. See if that's what it was, because I have been told by some people that have migraines that have, the doctors will do research, and that kind of, if you'll let them do it. And they found that it was chocolate that caused it. So, and then some people just can't have any kind of caffeine whatsoever, and that causes some of it. Okay, and then again, the foods that may trigger will include aged cheese, chocolate, caffeine, and alcohol. Now, this is another thing you want to do, and that's exercise on a regular basis. Make sure you do that. You just feel better when you do. Okay, so during physical activity, your body releases certain chemicals that block pain signals to the brain. These chemicals also help reduce anxiety and depression. Now, 2 conditions that can make migraines worse, okay? Now, obesity also increases the risk of chronic headaches. So maintaining a healthy weight through exercise and diet can provide additional benefits in managing those migraines. Now, if your healthcare provider agrees, choose any exercise you enjoy. So everything is exercise. That could be walking, swimming, and cycling. Those are really good choices right there. Just remember to ease into exercise gradually, as very vigorous exercises may trigger migraines and can also cause injuries. I know about that. Sometimes I get started too fast. I think, I can handle it. I'm not feeling it. It feels good right now. It feels good. And then wake up the next morning while I'm really completely sore. I have never learned that, and I need to. Okay, so again, easily, and just doing breathing exercises also can help. Okay, manage stress. That's probably number 1 right there. So stress and migraines often go hand in hand. You can't always avoid daily stress, of course, but you can keep it under control and help manage your migraines. Sorry about that. Okay, so simplify your life. Don't look for ways to squeeze more activities. that hurts. Don't look for ways to squeeze more activities or chores into the day. Instead, find a way to leave some of those things out. Okay, manage your time wisely. So update your to-do list every day, both at work and at home. Delegate what you can and divide those large projects into more manageable chunks. Okay, like don't eat the elephant all in one day. Okay, just kind of divide that up. Okay, take a break. So if you feel overwhelmed, a few slow stretches or a quick walk may renew your energy for the task at hand. Yeah, I mean, just like a couple of stretches. I mean, you'd be amazed at what that does. Okay, adjust your attitude. Yeah, we all have to do that now. We sit and we watch all this negative Nancy news and all this kind of stuff going on. Okay, so stay positive. Now, if you find yourself thinking, this can't be done, switch gears. Think instead, this will be tough, but I can make it work. You can. So enjoy yourself. Find time to do something you enjoy, at least 15 minutes every day. It could be playing a game, having coffee with a friend, or pursuing a hobby. Doing something you enjoy is a natural way to combat stress. How about just plain old relaxing? Okay, relax can be good. So deep breathing from your diaphragm can help you to relax. Focus on inhaling and exhaling slowly and deeply for at least 10 minutes every day. It may help you to relax your muscles one group at a time. Now, when you're done, sit quietly for a minute or two. And I thought this was really interesting too. I hope I have time for this. Keep a migraine diary. So a diary may help you determine what triggers your migraines. We talked about that food diary. Okay, note when your migraine started, what you were doing at that time, and how long they lasted, and what, if anything, provided any kind of relief whatsoever. Jot it down. Until recently, avoiding migraine triggers was considered the best advice. But new research suggests this may actually increase sensitivity to potential triggers. So a more useful approach may be to gradually expose yourself to triggers and learn to cope with these headache triggers by using behavioral and management techniques. Now, these may include identifying and challenging negative thoughts, relaxing training, and also stress reduction. So more research is needed to understand if and how this approach is more effective in managing migraines. Now, the last one right here, and this is striving for balance. Now, how many of us would want to do everything all at the same time? I know I'm talking to my own self here, but you want to do everything all in 1 minute, okay? Balance your life, okay? So living with migraines is a daily challenge, but making healthy lifestyle choices can help. So ask your friends and loved ones for support. Now, if you're feeling anxious or if you're feeling depressed, consider joining a support group for seeking counseling. Believe in your ability to take control of the pain. Yes, you can do it. Absolutely. The biggest thing I got out of this, Cheryl, was just to keep a diary. It can be just a regular notebook. Go buy one and have them at the Dollar Tree. Okay, $1.25. So buy one and keep that just for your migraines. Label it. Get a big Sharpie and put my migraine headache journal. Do something like that. And then put the date on it too, by the way, and the time you put it in there. Sometimes time can be a benefactor as to starting those migraines or anything. I mean, really, because if I had a banana split like right at bedtime, I'm probably not going to sleep. But if I go ahead and put that down that I took it, I was dumb and I did it right before bedtime. And then I woke up with migraine headache. It could be two things, because it could be that I just couldn't sleep because I had that banana split, because I had too much of that wildness going on with this sugar content. And then it could be that you couldn't sleep, so that's why you got the migraine. Cheryl, I hope this helped. And everybody else out there who has a migraine headache, I hope this helped. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the day. Can't wait to see you next time around.